Hey, what's going on out there? We back with you for another episode of No Feelings, Just Facts. No Feelings, Just Facts, where we encourage a new wave of thinking, healing, and overcoming. Hey, we got life coaches in the house. Life coach Ron is back here.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. I'm
when
back.
the hell did we become life coaches?
And we got our hood therapist.
Because I'm going to tell you
Tosha.
now, my shit will be fucked up. Life coach.
Hey, look.
I have all kind of civil suits.
Class will be empty.
It's good to have you back on the scene, Ron. It's good to see you back.
Oh, man, it's very good to see y'all today.
I always see that you've been on these shows, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, I've been on a bunch of them. I got the market coming up. I got the licensing coming up.
Nice.
So I got 2 major shows. That's this month, and then next month, that's the down period.
Got that dope money.
Pretty much, no.
Make that money.
You know that when you was little and you had that uncle that really went to prison, but they were like, oh, he away in college. That's what Ron trying to do. Yeah, I've been doing. So you made so you made board.
Yeah, I made board.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about that. I was raised around a lot of prisoners, and my grandma, God rest her soul. This is not a lie. She used to get mad at my uncles for going back and forth to prison. So one day, my uncle calls her and say, "You care more about that bitch up there than you care about me as your mother." I was in the kitchen listening. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I didn't know they let women up there.
And they, what is it called?
Only until I got older.
Taco Older.
No, only until I got older did I recognize what she was talking about.
Consummation. What is it called? Consummation.
He had a man in prison. That's why he wanted to keep
Lord,
going.
I'm trying to help him out.
So look, we got a lot of people that have been DM and sending all kinds of messages. So we want to start answering their questions. Mm-hmm. But since we already on a funny note, I got to give my dude props. This one right here, we got to play these clips.
Go ahead.
This dude. Hey, play the clip.
I want to hear a clip.
Hey. All right.
Let me hear the clip. Go ahead.
Hey, can you say my name? Quarter so water to get powerful eradication.
Quarter of the short of shit.
But good, be easy though.
Oh my God.
Wait, dude. Wait, he got one more. Wait, they people funny.
Consider medical professional. Considering your undertone, don't be no cunyo. I'm straight.
And then I'm straight.
Hey,
that was funny. That was great.
Hey, they be sending him words and shit. Say Jurassic. He do. He got the most chill. Like, I love that dude. Mm-hmm, I love him. But check.
So they send him DMs to read.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I inhaled wrong. But here go one of our questions. Here go one of our questions.
She would love that part about you.
Which one?
Inhaling.
Oh wow. Okay. Pause.
Oh.
That went right over his head.
I'm cool. I don't do boys. So,
no, he said she.
Oh, she would. My bad.
You know.
I ain't my bad, y'all.
Man in the boat.
All right, look. Hey, we got a lot. Okay.
Welcome back, Ron. We missed you.
Good to have you back on the scene, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. It's some people out there that be sending messages, like be getting an attitude with you and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's some genuine people out there that really just question and ask different questions.
So which ones we focusing on today?
The good stuff.
Okay.
I'm breathing like I'm a preacher or something.
Mm. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, here go the first question. Wait, what the hell? Wait, I know I put this down. There's one person the person said, why does it appear you're always in your feelings? Because I got facts, bastard. I'm over here talking about stuff that we go through, things that happen, and they gonna send me a message talking about why are you always in your feelings.
What?
Yeah, the dude, and I'm a huge advocate for men, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. It be a lot of dudes that be out there saying some crazy stuff, and some of them I be looking like, I bet he drink his water in the room.
I don't get it. What? What does that mean? Drinking his water in the room.
Take his water to the room. You know, when people stepdaddy come over, if they stepdaddy come over, they never eat around the kids and nothing. They go drink their water in the room.
Yeah.
I can't relate.
You can't relate?
I was raised with my father.
Next subject.
I was not.
I wasn't either. My daddy came over to Thanksgiving to get a plate.
Right.
And stood by the gate down the street, but he couldn't come in the house.
I would get late pickups.
Oh. So look, here go another one. It says, one of the questions is, what are questions you used to ask when you're on the first date?
What questions should you ask?
What are questions you should ask on the first date? That's what somebody said.
What a question.
What should you ask on the first date?
On the first date?
Yeah.
Like questions a person should ask on a first date.
You got a job?
What? Is that really? Is that even a question somebody got to ask?
Why not?
Damn.
Why not?
I mean, that's usually posed before. It's like the introduction or whatever.
Yeah, they usually.
And then
they usually.
Yeah, it's like.
About
So what do you do?
Okay. I would
first
definitely
date.
say on the first date when you're going out to kind of just ask the general questions of maybe something, because I don't know. I'd rather for the woman to talk.
Yeah, me
My
too.
first question is, were you born male?
Oh, that's a new one. See, that's that new plural thing.
Exactly.
You can't tell?
Yeah.
Y'all can't tell?
No.
Not
these-
now. I can't nowadays.
No,
I can.
and no shade. These genders,
They look good. I ain't gonna lie
like
to you.
even
Ain't
no,
gonna
the
lie.
man,
The man.
Damn.
that
Wait,
man.
no, wait, hold on, babe. Let's deal with this. Wait. I know, and Eddie Murphy is my
No,
favorite comedian.
uh-uh.
Wait, but have
I'm
you ever
talking
been with a
about-
trans man?
Have I ever been with? You
A
mean had
trans- yeah.
sex with them or just hung out with them?
Jacked off on their booty or something?
Oh
Have you
no!
ever had
no!
wow.
Oh no!
Look,
no.
look, he
No.
said
Have
that.
you?
No.
Hell no.
No,
I'm not
I
attracted.
had
It's
a
not-
very. I think I told you I had a very close engagement in Thailand.
in Thailand.
Yeah,
See,
but that
so
was-
you was in love,
yeah.
so it's kind of like being in
He
jail. and
said
shit.
engagement. He didn't say in
kinda-
love. He be twisting your
No,
shit.
he said I had a close engagement. I'm a
I know
man.
I did
know what
not
he
say. I
said.
said encounter. I was butt naked. And he trans plural.
You put the tip in, and I get it. Like,
I don't-
hey, look,
but
be
see,
yourself.
I don't do it
Be
like
yourself, though. It's
I don't-
so you gave him a full stroke.
that. No, I did not put it in at all.
Look, hey,
Oh,
it's all
God,
good.
what
We
is
living
happening
our truth.
right
This
now?
2022.
I got it, but no.
He's trying to tell you.
Yeah, I was
You
trying to
did
do.
it. I got it. It's all
I was
good.
trying to do missionary style, but she wanted to do doggy
Oh,
style.
damn. So
And I don't do doggy style.
So
first.
you only like missionary.
I like missionary so I can see the cuckoo
So once you was in
because
it,
I'm a freak.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. See, no, I could never.
So I guess Latasha is right. My first question should now be: are you a real female or
Like
male?
on House Party 3, are you the lucky guy?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't discriminate. For me, you can tell. Like, it's pretty evident.
No.
Seriously.
No.
Yes, it is.
Listen.
You got,
When it,
look at the hands.
no,
Start there.
you have to understand. You have a lot of dudes out there that's going through the
Hormonal.
therapy, and their features are becoming soft,
Yeah.
and it's not like back in the day when they
Like had a strong face and stuff.
No, would just put on makeup, so they're
Mm-hmm.
actually changing their whole structure of their face.
Come out the bone struck. But it's still evident, though. Like,
Okay.
I'm serious. Like, okay.
Okay.
I get
I'm just saying it's harder. Now the people we probably hang around and they, we know they're gonna put their makeup on. Yeah, that's a dude right
Yeah,
there.
like,
That's a
yeah,
dude.
that's Travis.
But when you go like out somewhere
Yeah.
where they're like, you can't really tell.
Let me ask this question, because I know we're supposed to be answering the questions on Flushing
Yeah.
the DMs. Why are people so ashamed, like, be able to be themselves?
Why are they ashamed to be
Be
themselves?
themselves. Like, just be able to be themselves. Like, we got so much criticism in the world where everybody just criticizes everybody. And you get a lot of hype if you kill somebody, if they're fighting. But I don't know, like this
It's almost like to a psychosis moment.
It's
People
like
everybody got PTSD,
it is.
and they just got a little tweak to them nowadays.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you.
So,
But
yeah,
like,
a lot
if
of
the
people are not. I'm satisfied with myself.
I think
a lot.
it goes back to parenting because
Yeah.
I think a lot of, especially I know the generation before us, they didn't embed in their kids to be free thinkers.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It was follow. This is tradition. This is the culture. This is how things are done because this is how it's always been done. And when we came along and we had our kids, we didn't want to put that pressure on our kids. I know for myself. So like my sons, I don't try to guide them in what you should do for a living, how you should think, what religion you should be in. You know, I don't indoctrinate them in one thing just because that's my belief. I'm not pushing that on my kids.
Right.
So now my kids are thinking outside the box. They're doing stuff I would have never dreamed of doing.
Well, that's good. Yeah,
you know what I
gave
mean?
them the
So
freedom.
I think that's my opinion.
Kids got more access to stuff too now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
got way more
Way-
access.
way-
I remember we had to pause a game. We had to go pause a game. If you go outside, hopefully nobody didn't turn off TV
right.
in the game being vindictive.
They're exposed to more, and which allows, because us growing up without the internet, we
Yeah.
only knew of our community and what we seen around us, our environment. We didn't have the tools to branch out and get accustomed to different customs or different parts of the world to see how
Right.
people live and to form different ideas about what God is or spirituality or individuality. You know what I mean?
I know the closest I ever got before the military going out of my way was those the encyclopedias that used to come to
The
your house.
encyclopedias, yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
love
Used
I used to just
love
go
reading
through
them.
there and just read about different countries and stuff. So
Remember
I
they had them in order.
had them.
A,
Yeah,
B,
we
Z.
had them in order.
And in
then-
my neighborhood, the family that had those were the rich or the family
we
that
got
was
ours
read
from the
off.
thrift store.
Yeah.
yeah, they
Might
came to
have
the
hell
door.
You know,
Bought
you
ours.
ever,
We
yeah,
bought
but a
ours
lot
from
of
the door.
people, honestly, a lot of people did that. So that's
Yeah.
why when you went to some people's house, they have A, B, but they'd be missing C, D. or
Yeah,
they
we could
have
never
G.
find that damn other book. We couldn't find that book to save our damn life. We used to blame it on all our smoker cousins and stuff. I know they have stole the book.
They done took
Yeah,
the
she
seat.
ain't worth the damn anyways.
They done took the seat.
And they
'cause
used
of
to
crack.
walk door to door to sell them.
Yeah.
I
We used to,
remember that.
we used to get ours from the salesperson.
You'll never get that no more. And so, like
No.
the exposure. Remember when it was a sex tape out? It was a nasty tape. You had to go to 1 hour and 1 minute point 32 seconds exact to get to
Okay.
your scene. And if you
Right.
didn't get right there, you wouldn't catch it.
No, you wouldn't.
You had to
You
fast
wouldn't.
forward, rewind. Remember that big old TV that
The big
set
old-
The
another
floor
TV on
model.
top of it?
The
Yeah.
floor model.
The only thing that worked was
They
the
had-
radio.
Direct.
Huh.
Not at my house. Everything
That was-
worked.
You got
Yeah.
the local stations, but sometimes a record player wouldn't work. Like
Right.
it's a big shift now.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're looking at people to ask like, what should you do on the first date? I remember dating. I don't know, because most men in the man's mind are gonna take you out to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And then
And
after
then-
you eat,
Is the date over?
damn near we gonna or do we because men are active.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I'm not doing nothing active, unless you got a man that's just being creative or so, like I'm gonna take her on this adventure is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
But most men, we gonna go out and eat. We may go watch a movie, and then I may
Yeah.
get some 2 pumps in the ground.
And you know what I just thought of? Since this R. Kelly and this Bill Cosby thing, maybe we should ask him, are you drunk enough?
No, we don't. No, you don't ask that, Ron.
Yeah.
You know-
I was just wondering, are you drunk enough?
Enough for what?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Do it again. Do it again. Okay. Enough for what?
Yeah.
Nah.
Was another question.
I'll tell y'all because we all was raised in the same neighborhood, right?
right.
Y'all remember that hood boxer that couldn't box?
And he used to go to every hood and try to represent the
Yeah, I'm
hood.
sorry to the neighbor. He ain't trying to represent, and then he be training one of the kids in the neighborhood. Be like, go. Go. There it is. Go. and the kids come to school and get their ass whooped.
Get their ass beat.
He used to do that up there running them laps at Doolittle.
Yes. Hey, you remember them old women that walk around the neighborhood with the damn stick talking about God gave her that stick?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a tree
I
branch
remember that.
out of Circle Park. and she walking around hitting it, but I didn't know there was like a lot of people mental health like that too.
Yeah.
Now that we exposed to mental health, stuff that was normal, I'm like, this bastard was crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Half of them was ignorant, and then they mind you, that's why I always go back to the church, because the church is the only place where you can go hide mental health.
You got that right.
You got that
right.
I swear to God. If you know the West Side preaching, well, y'all ain't gonna know anything about Jesus until I have. Anytime a dude preach like that, he ain't worth shit. Anytime you know about Jesus, you will never know about me.
What's sad is I'm listening to the voice and I know exactly who you're talking about.
It's a trifling dude. It's a trifling. I know two of them right there on the same street preach like that.
Stop.
What you talking
Come
about?
on, let's move on. Look,
Go
to a question.
If your pastor preach like this, we gonna have to open up service tomorrow. Then you know he ain't worth a damn. And you know in your heart you should have been gone a long time ago.
Next question in the DM.
Next question in the DM. It says, why didn't your last 2 relationships work? Oh,
so
I guess that means
when starting the date, no, it's why didn't your last 2 relationships work? Ain't that something?
They want to know why your last 2 didn't work.
Your last 2? I think that's tied to the other question.
Is it from the same
one
person?
One of the questions, one of the questions.
So she says that's one, or he says that's one.
Is that okay? Why didn't your last 2 relationships? Then somebody asked me why didn't your last 2? Ain't that a bitch?
So they was interviewing you for
they
a date.
asking me why did my last 2 relationships work?
They probably trying to figure out something.
All right, so I'll say this: my last 2 relationships was a marriage and a girl. The marriage I got swindled into with the church, but I married the last person, and it wasn't healthy. It just wasn't a healthy situation. The chick I was with before, she was real cool, but it was just real immature. So it's like we got together too soon. Had we waited till later on in life, because she was an in-tune person, hella cool and laid back. And so I understood her a lot more down after. But, it's hard to find people that are just compatible with you a lot of times. Mm-hmm. But in I know y'all done had unhealthy relationships. Oh, yeah. In my marriage, it was just unhealthy.
Got you.
That's what I can say. So
I'm trying to 2 women.
Why'd your last trick them? You got to trick them if you get a trick. What would you define as moving too fast?
Oh, we wasn't going to answer the question? And these are just your questions? Or
No, this is another question.
But you the only one answered the last one.
Oh, I did. My bad. Let's go back to
go back to that one.
Tasha, why didn't your last 2 relationships work? Let's go there.
We going to Ron.
No.
Oh, Lord Jesus. This is always, we're going to go to Ron.
Because you started to answer before he moved on.
My bad.
Yeah, because you did ask me. You was like, yeah, y'all know about my first wife. So,
no,
she still makes me nervous.
And was it abusive?
It was kind of abusive. Verbally, and
Did you go to counseling?
I was trying to go. I went. She wasn't going.
No. Did you go to counseling afterwards, after the relationship?
Oh, yeah. I went and seen the psychiatrist. I actually started seeing the psychiatrist when my son got shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then in the midst, Susan was one relationship. Then when I came out here, I had met not Gert, but there was a Filipino girl.
Okay.
Her name was Maria. That was cool, but her parents didn't too much appreciate
You
that.
sound like on Soul Man when Bernie Mac was like, well, I was with this girl Consuela. She didn't work. Another lady named Maria. She said she'd rather be back in Thailand than be with me.
Yeah. So, that didn't work out. And then Gert, she cool.
Hey, can I ask this question?
Yeah.
Dude, don't abusive relationships stick with you
Yes, it does.
for years? When you go through, and I'm speaking from a male perspective, right? Going through a domestic violence relationship with someone who is domestic like that is unhealthy.
Very unhealthy.
And nobody ever tells men when
you
that
mean
happens.
Who's violent like that?
The woman is violent. Like when I was in my marriage, the woman was violent.
Yeah, I get. You used the wrong word at first.
Oh, what was you gonna say? What was the word I used?
Domestic. You said who is domestic like that?
Oh, when I'm saying domestic violence, when a person's going through that, I would encourage to leave because of the fact 95% of my marriage, I stayed in a whole nother place. I lived in a whole nother house. I still paid her the mortgage at the other house. I still paid the rent, all that. But I lived somewhere else 95% of the whole marriage.
Did she know where you were at?
She knew where I was. She comes spend the night. But it was so toxic in the house. Like, just, I'm not big. I don't fight women and children. But dudes, it's going down.
It's going down.
But so being in a toxic situation and then me constantly calling her family, can somebody come intervene, please? That's unhealthy because it sticks with you afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I would always encourage somebody who's been through that, get some type of treatment too.
Yeah, you need to.
Because it's shied away from men that if we talk about that, we're punks.
Oh,
You a punk because you, man, deep down inside, a dude want to break her jaw. A dude want to like really go in on her. But because like for me, I know my own strength, I think it's unfair.
Well, I'll tell all the men out there, call the police first.
But I'm now it's a lot of situations that I couldn't go too far. Let's be clear about that. It's some stuff that's like, okay, you know what, pray to Jesus today.
Right.
But the majority, 98% of the time, is like somebody's going in at you all the time.
Oh man, going in. You ain't no good.
Just because it's psychologically, and then what happens is because we all were raised in I don't know what your environment, but in my environment it was toxic. So when you're raised in toxic environments, guess what you gravitate back to?
To toxicity.
You go right back to it like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's like normal,
like I'm like inside, like I know I got to get out of here and leave. But then the toxic element, I think because we're programmed too to go save people.
Who?
Us.
Y'all?
Well, I'm tired. Well, okay, let me be clear. In the community environment, we're trained to like you got to go save people.
Your personal experience.
When you make it, well, I'll say from my experience, when you make it, if you become successful, whatever, you got to go save the community, everybody. So when you get in relationships, what are you doing? You're gravitating to somebody you always got to save. Y'all never catch that? Okay, my bad. So Tasha, what about you? What?
I wanted to get away from that shit. So I changed my whole scene.
Yeah?
Yeah, I left from Canoga Valley, went to Simi Valley.
Okay.
And Canoga and Simi is too. Canoga is predominantly
Asian? Oh, okay.
So
He was cutting towards Twan.
I caught it. I tried to act like I didn't see it.
because just like the transgender thing, I don't know what Quan wants to be called today. I mean, is it Caucasian? Is it
DJ Khaled?
partner? You know? But it was predominantly. So I left the hood and just moved somewhere I never knew I could live.
Okay.
So that kept the toxicity away from different people. Because if you know certain people don't go in certain areas.
Oh, yes. They don't bring that drama over there.
That's right. They
It's
don't
to
bring,
respect
And
the areas.
it's crazy
Yeah.
because our story is the same. I left for 10 years, moved to Connecticut,
see?
and lived. I told you, and it was completely out of my element. It
Right.
pushed me to better myself,
Mm-hmm.
learn how to communicate differently. You know what I mean? And it took me to leave my comfort zone to grow.
There you go. We got.
So what happened? So that's one relationship. What happened to the other one?
I didn't even say what happened with the first one, did
Yeah, because you cut it off?
I? Okay, well, with the first one, first relationship, we wanted two different things.
Okay.
We just wanted two different things. So it was one of them things where I was ready to settle down, and he wasn't. He was used to me being Tasha without kids. And once I had kids, I started moving differently.
Oh.
So he is like, you change. No, I have responsibility now. It's not just about me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
and he never was able to transition.
Was that
to
a
that.
healthy relationship?
No,
Yeah, I
So
don't
he
think
was
it
an
was.
unhealthy-
'Cause
No.
he didn't want no kids.
it was,
He
he didn't know how to be a father.
He didn't know how to be a father.
He wanted kids.
He didn't know how to be a father.
Oh.
So it was one of them things where I should have knew because I seen it, but you know how you put yourself in a position, oh, he wouldn't do me like that, or she wouldn't do me like that.
Yeah, I bet that.
Yeah, so it's like I knew better. So that's why to this day I don't really blame him because I seen it. I just ignored it.
You just ignored it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think both of you guys are doing great. You're good.
What happened to the other one, though? You said
He want to dig in on me.
that was one. You said I moved away for 10 years.
Yeah, so then yeah, we both cheated.
No.
Yeah.
Y'all cheated?
Yeah.
So you had been cheating on him the whole relationship?
No. I caught wind of him cheating.
And then you went.
And I'm the type, you hit me, I have to hit you back.
Oh, Lord.
So why didn't you try to work it out afterwards? Did he want to work it out afterwards? After you found out you cheated?
Yeah.
So why didn't you try to work it out?
Because once that trust is gone, there's no getting that back. I don't care what people tell you. I don't care how much therapy you go. It would never be the same. Because for me, I'm speaking from my opinion. Because if I was 100 with you, right? I completely wouldn't even have a conversation that was disrespectful to what we had going on. For a certain amount of time, for however many amount of years, and you do me wrong, you didn't have to do
But
me.
was you already ready to go though? See, that's the thing, because if that's
I think I was, but I wouldn't acknowledge it because I was so loyal to the situation.
so you was really trying to get a way out. Like I'm done.
This dude put more
He
words
do.
in your mouth.
I know you ain't talking.
No, that's what you do. You put words in people's mouth.
I'm
I just-
noticing that.
What's the words?
Because when I talked about the transgender in Philippines, you said, y'all had a
a
spatial
couple shows
arrangement.
before you said that you fell in love with it.
No,
I never said that.
He didn't. He said it was a close encounter. You said
Yeah.
so you was in love.
It was a close.
And I'm
But
like,
he
you
just
didn't
said
say
he
that.
was naked though.
Okay, you ain't.
Wait. I know he's the captain of being naked and not being in love. So you should know that doesn't account for shit.
What the hell?
That little twink.
You on the show all the time. You say how you was behind the store or you was you had a sex addiction.
The Albertson,
Okay,
the
that was
Albertson
that.
girl.
That was that. Yeah, the Smiths.
Yeah. So
Fales Paredes.
what I'm saying is you out of all people should know you can have a close encounter without there being love present.
Right.
I didn't say.
But you put words in his mouth.
I didn't
'cause
say he was in love.
Yes,
did I?
you did.
I did.
Yeah. He said I had a close encounter.
All
And you
right,
said so
Tasha,
you was in love.
So you're she's deflecting.
Oh, from the second person. From the second
person.
I
relationship.
answered the question.
Yeah, she
I
answered the second one because the guy cheated, and then if you slap her, she gonna slap you back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first one, he just didn't know about kids and shit.
Yeah. So
So yeah.
Okay. So
next
here-
question.
here's the
Now
next
he be trying to go in on me.
I know she ain't talking because you remember that show when she was like, he want hoes. You finesse hoes. And then she said right there and say how she love hobos. Like, what the fuck? We both love hoes. Like, what kind of shit is this, Tasha?
Yours is just
she
about.
was like, I play the mother, whatever he's missing. I become it. I'm like,
Oh,
so
First off, why is he
all
doing that
hobos.
voice? He sounds like the sisters on The Simpsons that smokes a lot of cigarettes. That's how my voice sound.
No, your voice not.
Well, we don't want to. I don't want him to sound too.
much.
God, I don't want him to sound
What's
too
the-
womanly.
Right. What's the next question?
So here's one of the statements. The lady said that my kid's father said he's not a good parent and we are broken up, and I feel I need to drop the kids off to him so he can see how it feels to be a parent. He said he's
Wait,
not.
what?
My kid's father said he's not a good parent and we are broken up, and I feel I need to drop the kids off to him so he can see how it feels.
He suggested that
The
she
woman,
dropped the
woman,
kids off
she said
to
my
him.
kid's father said he's not a good parent.
I got that.
We're broken up.
So he within himself.
He told her he's not a good father,
Okay.
and she feels she needs to go drop the kids off to him
Oh, he didn't ask for the
So-
kids.
so he can feel how it feels to be a
Oh,
single parent.
so she's saying that he's not helping, basically.
But he's
and
not
she-
helping with the kids.
with the kids,
but
so-
he pays all the bills and stuff.
She put that in there?
He
That's
paid.
not what you read.
Well, my
What does it
bad.
say?
So I responded before to say, do he pay the bills and stuff?
Oh, okay.
And then she said yes.
She
came
said
back.
he pays all the bills and stuff.
He's just not there with the kids.
He's just not there with the kids
Physically, mentally.
But he told her he's not a good
So
parent.
he's a provider. He's not a father.
He's not a father.
So he's paying the bills or whatever. He just don't interact with the kids.
Exactly.
And she's not comfortable with that.
She won't, because she said she had a breakdown, mental breakdown.
From the kids or from him?
Just life. She say he needs to see her too.
She just mad because he got all his freedom and she don't.
In my opinion, if a person is telling you that they don't want to deal with the children, don't force that on them.
No,
because you're putting your kids in harm's way.
I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
So if he's providing or helping with the kids financially, then that's most than a lot of women get. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because you get some women like myself that gets no assistance, period, financial or physical. So it's like count your blessings. So that's how I see it.
If you were to get, what would it take for you to get the assistance?
What you mean?
And support, like the man just don't want to be there.
Why we focused on me?
I'm asking a question.
Who? My kid's father? He chooses not to be there. I made it easy. You know what I mean? I kept the communication open. I'm in communications with his mom. He doesn't have to go through me. I make sure that they have the kid's cell phone. So if he wants to call them, he can call them directly.
So would he talk to you and not the kids?
He would try to talk to me. Like when he found out I was getting divorced, he reached out to me. Because his mom let him know because I'm in communication with her. And so he called and was like, how you doing? We hadn't talked in a number of years, by the way. I'm like, I'm all right. What's going on? He was like, I just want to know if I can see you.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
He didn't ask how the boy's doing.
Right.
Okay. So had he asked about the kids, would you wouldn't see them?
No.
Oh.
Nah.
So he wants you. Because that's what
that's how it was when
saying.
That's how it was when the kids were born. Remember when I said he was used to the Tosha pre-kids?
Oh.
So he showed me that it was me. You know what I'm saying? Even though those were his seeds. He didn't want anything to do with them. It was just me.
Wow. That's deep. So for me, I would say don't drop the kids off.
I wouldn't drop the kids off because they end up just as crazy as her also.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I understand being a single parent sucks. But let me tell you something, because a lot of women get more benefits than men. If you got somebody paying your bills and you're financially secure, believe it or not, you have a better chance of survival than somebody who has no support, no income, and just all on their own.
And I believe the kids will turn out right too. You know,
the kids would be more balanced because the mother's not stressing trying to make ends meet.
Yep.
So she, in return, can be a better mother. You know what I mean? So
I agree with that one.
But I did sense some type of jealousy from her, because in a way she's like, he got a good life, he's free. I should drop the kids off at his house so he won't be that free and do
women
what he
do that.
You know,
women.
Well, we just learned if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. So now,
that's not jealousy. That's revenge.
So she's showing revenge to him because she can do what you have mentioned. Give me the money. Give me the money. I'll take care of the kids. She's like, give me the money. Get him. This motherfucker. Look at, he's out in Mount Charleston, but I have to stay with the kids. I get what you're saying. Oh, look at, he on TV.
I've had that happen.
And then all of a sudden, I'm gonna drop the kids off at his house.
So what would you say? No?
I wouldn't do it.
I understand the point.
Yeah,
I had already said nah because she's putting the kids in harm's way.
Yeah.
So one other question right here is, any tips for a man dealing with an abusive wife? Oh, I said that earlier myself.
Right.
I moved out.
Yeah.
I left. I would say leave.
Yeah.
But you were still dealing.
I was, but
you
I
stayed
didn't
married.
have the same mindset I have now, though.
Oh, okay.
Big difference. Having the mindset I have now, knowing that not only should I have left, but I wouldn't have a lot of the issues I have. But I got to give the catch-22. I wouldn't be detached from what I should have been detached from before too. So it's kind of catch-22.
So you wouldn't be detached from what you should have been detached from in the first place, because it's already like grown in you. So when you move away from, you still feel some type of way that you need to be with her.
I had to be. I would have.
What he's saying was, if he didn't detach from her, he would still be attached to the church.
Oh,
because I could have still divorced and left and already. I filed for divorce, but I'm saying I could have left. But had I left, I still would have been at church. I still wouldn't have never let church go. You know what I'm saying? And when I say I let church go, it's all the hurt that's involved with that too.
So
Recovery.
I'm slow. I'm very
Okay,
slow.
so
Are
ahead.
you saying that you get a divorce from your wife, you would be detached from the church
I would still be attached
to the church?
even if I would have,
What they got to do with your wife and you divorcing her? What the church got to do with it?
because I'm ingrown with the church.
What they got to do with your wife now?
I probably would still been at church with her, at their church.
Oh, y'all was going to the same
we
church.
was at the same church. Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking about the church as a whole. You gonna leave your wife,
No, he's
and
talking
then I
about
gotta
that
leave
church.
church.
He going
Yeah,
scripture
that
on
church.
this.
That church. Okay,
The churches with
Yeah. Come on, deacon.
All right, so
Young bishop.
so he say so how any tips for a man dealing with abusive relationship, abusive wife? I like I said, I would leave. What would you say?
I would leave too. I would. I think on your point, because I'll probably be all in love and stuff. I would say, yeah, let's do counseling. But while we are looking for a counselor, I am leaving. I'll be at the budget suite.
Yeah, but
for a week.
You know why most men stay? Sex. If you cut sex out the equation, most men wouldn't stay.
But they can get that anywhere.
It ain't about that. It's like the convenience. The convenience.
You agree?
I think because I'm overly prideful, almost like, king-like, I use this if I'm lonely. Myself. So it's not a problem for me. It's not a problem. I mean, so it's not like I don't need I don't need to.
I think both. And we just operate differently, I think. Because it's like with you, I think it's more embedded in your want for family.
Yeah.
And your desire for family. I think it's deeper than just sex. I think
the way he was cooking that chicken or something the other day, he was showing some family examples then. I could smell that seasoning through. I was like, what you cooking? He had the seasoning bag. I was like, look at him. He's so nice. He is so nice.
Look, how long should I wait between relationships to be intimate with a person?
Ooh, see, that's like, you can't really gauge because you don't know how mature a person is mentally, involved in a relationship. Some people take it harder than others, much harder. So the person that's taking it much harder should not be in an immediate relationship.
A lot of people use rebound situations, don't even know it's a rebound, or they do know it's a rebound.
Right.
So
are they in a relationship, or are they just
how
buddies
long should
with
I
benefits?
wait in between relationships to be intimate with a person? So in between, that's what I'm saying. When a person that got a relationship, I would give it, I don't know.
It says to be intimate. So that means to have sex.
Some people don't know how to wait on the intimate part. And that's a practice
there you go,
that
right
has to
there.
be taking place.
He just doesn't know. So we can tell him about 3 months. He may say 3 months. I ain't gonna wait for that long to get intimate in 3 months. But
intimacy and entering into a serious commitment or something is totally different. Like you have a lot of people who, which you guys know, are capable of laying down with somebody, having sex, and walking away and acting like it never happened.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's the best part.
But I think you need to.
Yeah.
So if from how you read the question, it feels like they're just asking about how soon before I can have sex with the next person.
How long should I wait? I don't. For me personally, I would.
It depends on what they're looking for. Because if you're looking for just a release or just somebody to, but then you have to ask yourself, are you able just to do that? Because since you're in a vulnerable state, you might fall in love with the first person that you feel close to again.
Now, here's a good practice scenario that he probably should do. He probably should go to Chicas Bonitas once a week, pay $40.
Where's that?
That's off of Las Vegas Boulevard.
Oh,
That's
across streets.
right across the street from Jerry. It's right across the street from Jerry Nuggets, and the Hispanic women are just in there.
Bed bugs up in there.
So no, it's
he said there's a lot of Spanish women in there, and then he said he was with a Maria.
Yeah, Maria, Roberta.
No, okay,
but I
go
was
ahead.
just saying that. Now this is just open. If you think you got problems in a relationship, and you asking me how long you think it should be before I get intimate, I'll say, well, I would go to the cheapest strip club, hang out, go once a week.
That's too much money. That's like
Well, chicken panitas only $5.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay, and go to the strip club and what?
Excited over prostitutes.
The reason I say go to a strip club because that way you can gauge if you really like overly romantic or do you got like when you like women are you like I gotta have her.
So you're going more into the mental internal aspects. So he's saying like detox. That's way different. Never heard nobody break that one down.
Because that way you could I feel this question like, okay, I'm out of a relationship.
Okay.
Now, how long should it be before I try and get into or get intimate? And the words that he used, he wants to get into another relationship.
Oh, most men won't.
You know what I'm saying? If a man don't want to get into a relationship, he'll just straight say, well, I just got out of this. I'm finna go bag this one girl, hook it up.
I don't really think that was a man, no. Because men don't say intimate.
Right.
I think that was a woman.
It's a woman.
Or a transgender. We were talking about you don't know nowadays.
Mike is Michelle.
Yeah.
All right. So as far, what would you say from a woman's perspective, Tosh?
I answered it already. I was the first one.
I didn't recall. What did you say?
I said it. You have this dude. I remember when they said intimate. So that means sex, right? Are they talking about sex? So are they just looking for sex?
Sex. Wait, how long should I wait between relationships?
Between relationships.
So what would you say, a month?
Depends on
3
whenever.
months?
I mean, you have to completely detox that individual out of your system. So however long that takes.
Because depending on how long you were with the person and stuff, I get what you're saying. Some people jump right into a situation though.
Well, that's why they end up jumping out.
That's why you see them in multiple relationships.
Yeah.
So let's go here really quick. For people who have never taken a moment to even work their way up to it, what would you say the process would be for a person to work their way up to
what?
In just taking their time in a relationship? Just how long would you say
before they get in this relationship you're talking about?
Before they get in a relationship,
after?
like how long should they detox from a previous person?
To the point where you're comfortable with being by yourself.
Exactly.
Because once you get to this place where you don't mind being alone, it sets the boundary for shit that you will and will not accept. Right? Because I'm not going to pull up with your shit just because I need somebody here with me.
Right.
You can take that shit and move. Right. Because they're not comfortable being by themselves. They feel like they need another individual to complete them or make them happy. So once you get to a point where you like, listen, I'm cool with being alone. If you want to come into my life and add to it, I'm all for it.
Right.
But you're not going to come and take from it.
Right.
So you're a pro at that shit because I ain't got it down.
Yeah.
So how she just broke it down. I be preaching at somebody's church like I like him. Come here, young first lady.
Yeah, come here.
Hey,
where y'all robe closet at? Where the robe closet at?
So you say you love the Lord.
Yeah, you love the Lord.
Go down and confess.
All
right. Say, look, here's another one right here that say, my baby mama won't let me see my kids, but she drops my baby off to weird people. Yeah, there's a lot of women that do stuff like that.
Wait, what?
Say my baby mama won't let me see my kids, but she drops my kids off to weird people.
So what's the question? Or they just left a comment?
That's the question. Well, it's a comment. I don't know. So to answer that one, I would say, dude, like women be playing those games. I hate that shit.
Yeah, they always playing games like that just to get at your real person, not you. Just to get. I don't want her in that bubble at all. I know who Tasha is already. I don't want her. I don't want her to change on me now. Don't change. But yeah, that's jacked. Now he must know the weird people that the kids are getting dropped off at.
Most likely,
so why don't he go over there? Don't take the kids. Go visit the kids at the weird people house.
But most people, when they be on the baby mama side, they won't let the daddy see the kids.
Okay.
And she'll tell them whatever. Don't let him come over. People will act weird with you because I've had it happen with my baby.
Right.
My oldest daughter, her mom used to do that. I've had that happen, and the weird people will be on her side and team up against you.
So what about the court system?
See, but it's so easy to keep telling people to keep going back to court. You lose money, you lose time. If you don't have enough money to keep up with the lawyer's fees and going back and forth, if you don't have the time off,
you already done lost. If you don't show up that day, you already done lost.
And I tell every man, honestly, do not go and say any court without representation.
Yeah.
Because they'll walk all over you.
I've had that
Especially when
happen.
you're fighting for custody for your child.
Yeah.
You need an attorney.
Some of the attorneys that screw you over.
Don't try
too.
to represent yourself. I don't care how easy you think the case is going to be.
Wow.
Walk in there with an attorney.
I think that's why I never went to court.
Just let it go.
I never just went. I was like,
Here's another comment.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you have a sex addiction, and I have some sex for you.
Uh-oh. All right. Okay. All right. Hey.
Bye. Okay, next one.
Hannibal.
Yeah. I compromise my children in order to maintain my relationship.
You compromise your children.
Wait, what? Read it again.
I compromise my children in order to maintain my relationship. How do I get past this guilt?
She compromised. What is she saying? See, now we can get real nasty and deep.
Compromising. Either she's not
Like
dealing with her kids because she's in a relationship or putting her kids in a dangerous
position.
Yeah.
That's what I can. That's the main two things right there.
Yeah, because a lot of women have been in abusive relationships and stuff, and then it went left. So I would leave. How do you get past the guilt? For me personally, I would start speaking it. That's what I would do.
Right, but I would just ask her that way because it sounds like she doing some weird stuff. She said she been compromising her
my
children
in order to maintain my relationship.
Now, see, this may sound sick, but this is like. I remember one time you said
that can be taken any kind of way. Yeah.
You said one time on one show you was like, sometimes men groom kids.
Mm-hmm.
So her saying that crap, that's almost like she's allowing this man to groom her kids, which she don't like. And it may be a compromising situation going on in that home, but she don't want to lose that man.
A lot of people do that because now what happens with the predator, what he do, he acts like he's a protector and he's also the guider. So he's the one guiding them and he's a predator.
Right.
So he's making like he's protecting the kids, but then he's also preying on them. He's guiding them to where they're going to be at.
Right.
He's grooming them and nurturing them.
Right.
And that's why people have to be mindful of their kids. But there are a lot of people who will purposely tell their kids, don't say nothing when things happen. Like I've had a lot of kids come to me and the mother of the kids will put the kids in a situation and tell them, don't tell their dad what happened. And this is, through my company, I would deal with this a lot. And so you do see the patterns.
Yeah.
A lot of those kids do end up jacked up because the mother is trying to cover everything opposed to deal with it. I've seen that happen a lot.
And then, see, her question is like real open.
Yeah.
Because she can basically say, okay, I put my kids in a compromising position by giving them to their daddy, their real daddy, and to maintain my relationship with this man.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, she got to zero in a little bit because, if she's sitting there watching these kids get physically abused, mentally abused, she need to leave them all. She need to leave, get up out of there, and that way it won't be no compromising situation for your kids.
Like I said, that could be taken many different ways.
Yeah, that could.
So what I'm going to zero in is the part that she's feeling guilty about. Whatever you're feeling guilty about, stop doing it.
Stop doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Most people got to start speaking it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely say start speaking it because if you don't start speaking out the issues that's going on, you got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say that.
And I know with me getting older, I'm 54 now, I have become a snitch.
Charleston White spirit is here.
It's like I don't care. You shouldn't have did it in front of me, or you should have told me not.
No, you know what? You broke the neighborhood code. That's what that is. Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I didn't used to snitch either.
Yeah, I'm a tell.
2022.
Yeah, I'm a tell.
Ron said, I'm a tell.
I'm a tell.
Hey, what dude say?
Because you shouldn't have did it.
You shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done. And then it's affecting my aura, my ambience.
Yeah,
And then I know you stole that purse the other day. I'll say it just like that. Where my purse at? Robert got it. He got it right over there behind them boxes. I seen him do it. And then now he may be mad at me for snitching, but she'll be happy and probably, do some, don't mess with Roland, you did right. Because I think like you said, that cold crap, and then shut your mouth up crap, it's got a lot of people ruined out here.
Yes.
Just keeping stuff hidden, compromising my kids. So, it's just a lot of things that I'm more open to. Like I said, I'm a just tell it. I'm gonna tell it. I ain't gonna tell my stuff, but I'm gonna tell yours.
Now that was some real shit. He said, "I'm not gonna tell my stuff, but I'm gonna tell you."
I heard it.
I ain't gonna try and get caught.
And guess what? He gonna get drugged by that little afro on his head. The hell? I find out there's a lot of people that do that, but
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Next.
do you have? You know what? Y'all, man, whatever, dude.
We didn't say anything but laugh.
Yeah.
Is there any more questions?
Yeah, there ain't more DMs.
Read some more announcements. Announcements coming in. Everybody pray for Brother Ron.
Yeah.
Sister Latasha. She doing better. Her kneecaps gotten better. I went over to Sister Latasha's house yesterday. Sat down, talked to her kids, talked to her mama. They told me all the surgery she just had, she been doing a lot better. And praise God for that. We
Lord.
also got...
Because I was taking that in a compromising position.
We also got another announcement. Sister Banks will be selling dinners outside after church. If you're interested, the dinners are going for $4.83.
What kind of dinners you can buy at $4.83? Right?
What's that, pork and beans?
She wants us to give to Amazon. Then we also have one more prayer. We want to pray for Brother Clevonne.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I know.
Because you and your announcements.
We're gonna pray for Brother Quan.
Okay, so this one was a little in slow motion today, but
no, it wasn't.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't.
Well, there's something wrong with you today because I can look at you.
Something is off.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm kind of jealous if you smoke some weed and I wasn't there. I'll be really upset. So I'm glad you keeping that underneath the covers. Coming in here.
I'm going to be really upset.
I'm going to be real upset. You could call
he
your
was
buddy.
already mad at me anyways.
This same dude said, I'm going to tell your shit, but they ain't going to tell none of mine.
I know. And there's a weed head at the table. Hey, we love y'all. We thank you all. Please excuse me for being in slow motion today.
Hey, y'all, I miss y'all. I miss y'all. Y'all probably see me back here at the middle of February, end of February. I'll be back. Came in, did a surprise showing today because it sounded like there was some urgency.
To get you back in the mode.
Get me back in the mode.
Get you back in the mode.
But I miss you guys, and I appreciate you.
All right. So anything else, Miss Tasha?
Missed you as well.
Thank you.
And no, and I don't think you were in slow motion. I just think something's off.
Yeah,
who y'all miss?
You. Dang, they're gonna.
He
did that little wink again.
Hey, y'all have a good day, man. I don't know what the hell going on.
You out of it. Let me go use that.